How do I amend my tax return after filing? Imagine realizing you made a mistake on your tax return after you already sent it in. It happens to many people, and the good news is you can fix it. When you need to change details on your filed tax return, you use a special form called Form 1040X, Amended United States Individual Income Tax Return. This form helps you correct errors or update information like your filing status, income, deductions, or credits. First, you should decide if you need to amend. If you find mistakes like wrong income figures, incorrect filing status, or missed deductions, it's time to make changes. But if your mistake was just a math error or forgetting to include a form like your W-2, the IRS usually contacts you instead of requiring an amendment. Next, get the right forms. Use Form 1040X for the year you want to change. If you are changing your deductions or income, you might also need to include schedules like Schedule A for itemized deductions or Schedule C for business income. Then, prepare your amendment. Fill out Form 1040X by entering the amounts from your original return, the new corrected numbers, and the difference between them. On the back of the form, you should explain why you are making each change. Be clear and honest about what you are correcting. After that, file your amended return. If you filed your original return electronically for tax years 2019 and later, you might be able to e-file your Form 1040X using tax software like TurboTax. If you filed on paper or for older years, you will need to mail a paper copy to the IRS. Remember to include supporting documents. Attach copies of any schedules or forms that have changed and any proof needed for your corrections. This helps the IRS process your amendment smoothly. Make sure to file within the deadline. To get a refund from your amendment, you must file Form 1040X within 3 years from the date you filed your original return or within 2 years from the date you paid the tax, whichever is later. Finally, wait for the IRS to process your amended return. It can take several weeks. If you are due a refund, you can choose to get it through direct deposit, which is faster. For Asian American taxpayers, it's helpful to keep copies of your original and amended returns along with all supporting documents. If you used a tax professional, tell them you need to amend your return so they can help you prepare and file Form 1040X correctly. Also, remember that if you need to amend your state tax return, check your state's rules and deadlines because they can be different from federal rules. Following these steps carefully will help you correct your tax records and make sure everything is accurate. If you find mistakes after filing, don't worry. Just use Form 1040X to set things right and possibly get back any money owed to you.